We have only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my!
Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Tveter had spun, Piquet is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight away. Red flag shown, and Ryan Tveter was the catalyst for all of that because he had spun. But for a position is Nico Curry. I'll explain why in a moment. Now this is Tveter, it was the Verth corner, I was right. He goes through the gravel, he's back on the track, and Peter Lee is just unsighted, straight into the back. Corkscrews in the air. Piquet very nearly goes over as well as he had a car knocked into his path. That is a monster. That's a huge, huge coming together, isn't it?
And as you say, it was dust, wasn't it?
Use the escape road.
The Wilto entry. There he is, doing a great job. Matt Stone Racing 33. Ooh. Matt You'd actually picked up the win. Oh, that's a big one in the background. Goodness me. Oh, no. And it's Woods again involved. Track is completely blocked. Roll Harris, he sees the funny side to it, probably just can't believe what's going on this weekend. And we've got a few caught up. We're just talking about how good a weekend Oaklands was having. He's caught up in this one. Cam Wilson's involved.
So I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Wilson. Lost the rear on the way in. I just caught it when the camera angle changed. And
this will be a red flag, surely. There's no way anyone's getting through this. Here we go. Oh, no.
Oh, he actually got unloaded, did he?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wow. One after the other.
Crowd loving it. Oh, it's not ideal for the competitors. But, yeah.
This has taken nearly half the field with it. Oh, that's just a huge impact once again.
Feel for the guys at the back, just minding their own business.
Now, 2 impacts to watch for Oaklands here, because he got hit so hard up the rear that it actually knocked the rear windscreen out. Nowhere to go. Wait for the second one. Oh,
wow. Yeah, he's going to have a sore neck after that one. He's actually,
Yeah, I don't think he's overly impressed with Peter Burnett's efforts on that one, Cam Wilson. And red flag has been displayed here. Oh. Goodness. That is the 4th accident this weekend for Cameron Woods, I think, for Craig Woods.
That's sickening. Tell you what, this place has some casualties. I mean, look, that would have happened anywhere else. It still would have been the same result. But like I said, just the energy that goes into those tyre bundles and spits it back out. Obviously, there's no runoff here.
Been superbly quick in Group GTB so far this year. Neil Huggins is behind him on the circuit, and by the look of things, loses control of the Lamborghini. The Top Cat's car goes off through the gravel. Oh, and a big impact into the barriers. Lots and lots of tyres there, but that was a very, very fast impact for Neil Huggins. Not sure whether he lost it under braking or whether something broke at the back end of the Lamborghini, but it snapped round instantly and is okay. Thankfully, the car went in backwards. Yeah, Neil's absolutely fine, and probably wondering exactly what went on there. And not surprisingly yet, safety cars, but red flags have been the decision. Red flags are coming out, which is stopping this pit stop race here at Donington Park. Such a shame, but let's hear from Kiri in the pits.
At Iowa on his ARCA resume.
We can see that inside line has gained about a car. Oh, trouble already!
Through the tri-oval. 78 goes around. The 98, they're teammates. It's a big one at Daytona. It all started when the 78 of Cole Powell got turned sideways. Gus Dean had nowhere to go and under caution early here at the World Center of Racing.
This is exactly what these guys didn't want to do. They wanted to get some laps under their belt, just feel these things out here. A lot of damage to a lot of vehicles. How about Bobby Gerhardt?
8 wins here at Daytona. On 2 different occasions, he's won 3 in a row.
Watch about 3 or 4 lines back. The 78 definitely moved to the inside. Don't know if he had any help. Maybe it turned him sideways right into his teammate. The 98 of Gus Dean that pushed him back up the racetrack right in front of the pack.
Look at Kevin Thomas Jr. in that 22, gets minimal damage, middle of your screen. This is a kid that had never raced on a facility bigger than a half mile prior to today, and that was a pretty nice save by him.
can't tell from that angle whether the 78 got a little bit of contact that turned him around down into the inside line where he collected his teammate Gus Dean. See all these drivers, and you see all that smoke. It's way worse from racetrack level.
I think about Greg Alding, Frank Kimmel, some of those drivers. Brett Hudson would have started right in the middle of the pack, probably been collected, dropped to the rear, and I don't think any of them got any damage.
Boy, it almost looked like there might have been a little bit of contact right there to turn that 78 sideways. If there would have been an opening down to the inside, he probably would have got away with it, but not this early in the race.
On board
no
with
openings.
Gus Dean. That's Cole Powell on the outside.
Look at the rear of that car. Look how close the 83 is. Derek Lancaster. Definitely contact from behind that sent him down across the racetrack.
That's unfortunate because those cars have been fast, not only this weekend, but were really good when we tested here in January. See what it looked like from the view of Sarah Cornett-Ching on board here.
Dylan Lupton, the 82, to her inside. She just blipped the throttle for just a second, and that quickly she was by the incident. See her waving out the window to the cars behind her.
Sean Corr, one of those that just missed getting involved.
Dylan Lupton as well in the 82 car.
And look at all the cars way back behind him.
End of a brilliant weekend. Sunday afternoon has never looked so good looking across. And we've already had an issue. Oh my goodness me.
Is that Stuart Hall?
That's Stuart Hall's car. That's Stuart Hall's
something
car.
had happened
and it's been dropped from the crane. Now Stuart's not in the car.
God, that was what I was having to check, but I didn't expect him to be so. But that is trying to pick out where that is.
Did see the guys. We did see the guys messing about on the back of that car.
The exit of Casino Square. No, I can't quite pick out where that is, so I'm afraid we're going to continue behind the safety car, which is racing to get out of the pit lane ahead of them.
Too late, and we are racing, and I think what we're going to see is...
No, Alex Caffey is waving his hands. Has he seen the flags at the edge of the circuit? Safety car, he's seen it, and into the lead of the race, but will have to come back as one of the Lotuses.
And the safety car, the Renault, is trying to pick its way through. Well, I've never seen anything like that before.
Oh, I can see where it is. Okay, red flag. That's on the exit of Mirabeau on the swerve as you go down the hill.
From Hugh Pett in the 36 car, looking at Nizar El Chamar. There's a little bit of dust and dirt across there. That's the Carl Rossi car. Alistair Kirkham across the track and collects Nizar El Chamar. And a glancing blow on Hugh Pett's car as well. And not what we wanted to see in the very early stages of this meeting. Some heavy hits in the 924, and of course that's a borrowed car as well. One feels desperately for Carl Rossin, whose car it is, and also for Alistair Kirkham, as I say, long-term driver Alistair Kirkham, who's borrowed Carl Rossin.
Right behind Laurent Vantor, and this is a good position now to overtake. Wow, we're on board with Bamber. He comes side by side with Laurent Vantor as they head towards Mandarin. This is going to be dicey. Brilliant overtake by Bamber. How do you do? Oh, no, 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 no. Macau strikes again, and the horrible, horrible sight of Laurent Vantor upside down and in flames almost, it looks, as Macau ends for him in a dramatic way. Laurent Vantor, let's hold our breath, folks, that he's okay. Red flag, quite rightly. But I have not seen...
But good job, everybody from behind.
Here's another look. They were side by side, a brilliant overtake by Bamber. Vantor then gets behind Bamber, and I think also he touched the inside, just what Lyons did. That was the mistake. He tried to tuck in behind Bamber, then went too far to the inside, and there you see it. Look at the sparks flying inside the cockpit as well. Look at the wheels still spinning. What a moment. amazing by angle to avoid him, as you say, Danny.